robust urban garlic flavor.
You're a broke bum who's jealous that I'm successful and you're not.
Listen, everybody. DSP is a crowd-funded individual, which means he's supported in this case by Only Iced Coffee and 5 other people, giving massive amounts of money in a single sitting. But you, kicklarpers over there, you better open up your wallets and start supporting the king. If you don't have money, go get a job. That's what Phil thinks, obviously, because you need to support his lavish lifestyle of royalty, because he needs to pay a premium for WWE Champions and DoorDash and everything else under the sun. So you better support him because according to Phil, you owe him.
All right, 184. We got some good momentum towards hitting 2 goals on this stream. Let's do it. Let's get, again, I have to draw my attention slightly to the right and direct my attention to the Kick chat and say, what's the deal? We have $184 to support and not a sub in sight. Not a sub in sight? That ain't right. No subs in sight, then things ain't right. Let's get some subs over on Kick this very moment, right now. Let's do it. Who's going to be the first sub on Kick? Who's it going to be? Right now, 1 sub on Kick. I'm going to sit here with my arms folded like this until we get 1 single sub from Kick. I refuse. I absolutely refuse to do anything until we get 1 sub. Why is my shirt crooked? Until we get 1 sub on Kick, I'm not going to do anything. In fact, you know what? My shirt really is crooked. Like, it's bothering me. What is going on with the shirt today? I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. Ready? I'm going to sit back and I'm going to relax. Take my feet up here. All right? Go. Oh, it's relaxing, actually. I put my legs up. Oh, this is nice. I should do this more often. This is very comfortable. Wow. Excellent. All right. Waiting for a singular sub. 1 sub is all it will take. And then we can get back to our usual routine. But we got to get something going on Kick over there. I don't know what's going on. How many viewers do I have on Kick right now? Let's take a look. How many we got over there today? 83? We got 83 of you sitting there.
Yeah, look at Phil. He's already gotten $180 on the stream and he wants to squeeze out even more. He knows that most of the people there are just LARPers. He thinks they're all from Kino Casino, even though some of them are detractors that go in and LARP. But yeah, what is he gonna expect? Just be happy that they're there and collect whatever Kick gives you for that ad revenue. If they're not gonna give subs, they're not gonna give subs. And honestly, most of the support you probably get on Kick is your YouTube audience coming over, like Only Iced Coffee, using Sock accounts to gift on Kick. So they're there. They're valuable being there. If you don't get money out of them because they don't want to choose to support you, well, they're a viewer. A viewer is valuable, Phil. You've lost half your viewership since the Kino arc when you admitted to playing WWE Champions, because that actually upset a lot of your diehard fans and they decided to abandon you. So yeah, I don't get it. Like, he really wants to think that 80 people will support his lifestyle, like just 80 people. Dude, if you have 80 people on stream, you're lucky to get like 5 donations in one stream. So you're not going to be anywhere near to that goal. That'd be like $2 for every person on stream. And obviously most of the people aren't going to contribute because it just is what it is. It's very specific and niche audiences of people that really go above and beyond and crowdfund individuals. You only want the people that crowdfund you. You don't care about anybody else, and that's why you have a dwindling audience.
83 viewers. Comparing to that, we have 231 YouTube viewers. So about 3 times as many on YouTube than on Kick, but they've got 100% of the support.
And we do this song and dance like every third stream. The Kick chat is just not as supportive as the YouTube chat financially because they are people that are mostly there to laugh at you and are skeptical about the way you do things, to put it lightly. So there's never going to be robust support on Kick unless it's somebody from YouTube coming over and pretending to be a stock account and gifting subs. So just take it or leave it.
The YouTube viewers deserve some love this morning. I want to say thank you to the YouTube viewers this morning. In fact, I'm going to give you applause. Thank you to YouTube for being nice to me, for supporting me, for liking the content, and for being here for me when I need you. You guys are awesome. Seriously, I actually legit appreciate that. All right, I do.
But here's the thing, the way you do it, you're making it a competition between your YouTube chat and your Kick chat. It's very transparent, Phil, and that's the issue. When you make it a competition, you don't make it fun. You literally basically say, whoever gives me the most money gets my attention all the time. And while yes, you should pay attention to viewers that give you money because they are financially supporting you, you shouldn't shame and deride people for not being able to give you money. Like, he thinks everybody has like disposable income that they're willing to give to streamers at the drop of a hat. Doesn't work like that, Phil. People have their own agendas and agencies, and they can spend their money on whatever they want for the most part. So if they choose to give you money, you should be very grateful instead of throwing a fit when you don't get support on your Kick chat on certain days.
Wait, what is this resub? Hold on a second here. What is this? Hold on a second. What is this tomfoolery?
Yeah, you're looking to cheat the king out of his money.
All right, no, it actually is legit. Okay, I was going to say I think someone popped their resub message and it wasn't going to count. That actually is a legit sub. So thank you to Stevester. Wait a minute. Stevester, that's you from YouTube. It's Stevester YT from YouTube. Stevester, what are you doing? Stevester, you already super chatted twice. Why did you do that? So even when it looked like there was a redeeming moment for Kick, it was a YouTube guy. Come on, Kick. What is wrong with you? Are you kidding me?
Well, if anything, your YouTube audience that supports you should move over to Kick, and your Kick audience that doesn't support you should move over to YouTube. Why? Because Kick gives you a better percentage, a much better percentage than YouTube does. So it's actually beneficial to you when people like Stevester go over to Kick and gift subs, because you get 95% of that $5 instead of the 70% you would get on YouTube.
Oh no! A YouTuber had to come over to Kick to get Kick to stop being so embarrassed. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. Well, let's count it. All right. Thank you, Stevester. I mean, that's really embarrassing. A YouTuber had to come save Kick?
No, Phil. What's embarrassing is the streamer who shames their audience when their audience is not giving them money. That's the real embarrassment here.
Are you kidding me? Stevester from YouTube came to save Kick. Stevester breaks through like the superhero. He busts through the wall. I'll save you. Super Stevester here to save all the Kick no-loads. The brokey bums on Kick. Ha ha. Oh my God. Come on, man. You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, this is totally a great way to get people who are reluctant to support you. I'm sure they're going to be opening up their wallets the next time they have the opportunity to do so. He's just such a jerk.
So really, we're not going to get a legit... By the way, we're up to 190 now, thank you. We're not going to get a legit sub today, are we? Wow.
Yeah, he gets money and now he's crying for more. You gotta be kidding me.
Can we get a sub by the end of the podcast over on Kick? A real one. Not a YouTuber coming to try to save you. Can we get one sub? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, he has all the money that he's collected today, and it shows you that he's ungrateful because he won't be satiated by any amount of money. He's entitled to it, and he thinks he deserves all your money. He thinks that whatever you get out of your paycheck that you don't pay to regular expenses should go to him. Like, seriously, it's crazy.
Many of us are struggling financially, says Michelle Soguchi. So get a job! Usually, when you're struggling financially, is what you do is you seek employment. You go out and you do some work, and in exchange for the work, you receive financial compensation. Then you can spend said compensation on whatever you want, like a sub.
Yeah, this guy is a huge boomer despite not being old enough to be one. What's next? Is he gonna give you a pull yourself up by the bootstraps thing? He's so entitled. He doesn't get that things are tough on people right now who are not well off. He's like a single child who's been spoiled his entire life and never had to save for anything. He just thinks money grows on trees. He doesn't get that corporations are deliberately keeping wages down, crushing unions, so people can't work for a fair wage, so they're having a tough time as the cost of living goes up. But Phil, who's never had to worry about that because he's always been well funded on YouTube ad revenue and crowdfunding from people who give him a ton of money, is outside of that reality. He's in his own little bubble. So he thinks the solution is simple, but what he doesn't get, if you seek employment, the salary that you're being paid is not measurable to your experience or the degree that you have. And he literally said it himself that he won't get an actual job because it would be paying him less than streaming. So yeah, he will beg and panhandle and shame and guilt trip and do whatever to make you part with your money because he's entitled to it. He thinks it's his money. No, you got the other way around. You owe your fans. They don't owe you anything.
It's amazing. Oh, man. They're hate watching. Why would they contribute? I mean, in a lot of cases, you're right. Again, we're not dumb. We know that a lot of the people who sit there in the kick chat are the holdovers from the Kino Casino baloney arc, right? We know this. Some of them are not. Some of them are legit fans and fun people. And some are just toxic, and they sit there and they think that they're actually, you know, doing something. I don't know what they think they're doing. You know, I don't get it.
They either do it because they think it's fun to sit there and laugh at you, or they think they're on some sort of crusade to shut you down, and they're basically documenting everything you do in an attempt to make that a reality.
The best part about it is these people still don't understand it. Like this person who says, begging for money while telling people to get a job is true art. What I do is called entertainment, genius. I entertain an audience for free.
Dude, you playing video games is not entertaining. You are not intentionally entertaining. Let's get that straight. People only have interest in you because you got in on the ground floor very early on YouTube. If that didn't happen, if you started today, you wouldn't have gathered a following. People are just fascinated by you because you beg, and whenever somebody gives you constructive criticism, you don't get it or you shut them down. That's just how it is, Phil. You're not this like sensation that is worth seeing. You're just a lolcow.
But then I ask for compensation and I receive said compensation. It's work. And in fact, there is an art to it. There is. That's why not everyone can do it. Get it?
No, not everybody can sit on the internet and panhandle for a living because people need to produce stuff. Especially, I don't know, food. You produce nothing.
That's why so many people try to do it and fail. Because they don't have it. They don't have the charisma, they don't have the focus, they don't have the drive, they don't have the skill, they can't enunciate, they can't talk, they can't interact, they can't do it.
Yeah, here's Phil's delusions of grandeur as he sits there talking to an audience that is getting smaller and smaller as the months go by. Like, dude, the only reason you got popular is you went and spammed YouTube in 2008. That's how you were able to attract a following. You got lucky. You got lucky. Let me repeat that. You don't get it because you don't want to acknowledge that most of it is just luck. You didn't work hard. If anything, you wasted time and you literally kicked and screamed at making any kind of innovation. So saying that you work hard is laughable. You spend a lot of time, but it's not hard work. It's just worthless work that doesn't help you or improve your standing. So you have to sit here and panhandle and beg. You're just lucky that you have 5 people who, for whatever reason, really feel like they want to give you their money. That's just all it is. You got lucky on the ground floor and you're still coasting off of that. If you were smart, you would have been a multi-millionaire by now, easily. And since you're not, you're begging, you're still making a very good living off of doing it, but will you be able to do that in your 50s and your 60s? What happens if those whales go away, Phil? You're basically on a system that's a house of cards, and any one thing that gets ripped off would cause the whole thing to tumble.
If anyone could do it, why wouldn't everyone be doing it?
Because like you, they may not get enjoyment out of entertaining people.
It's work. You need talent. You need skill. You need all those things to be successful, just like any other job.
Dude, you suck at video games and you have the charisma of a dead fish. What are we talking about here? You don't need talent. We're talking about like Asmongold, XQC, they don't have talent. They just sit and watch videos. They literally just leave and let the videos entertain their audience. It's luck, Phil. Talent can help, but these people that have a lot of following on the internet, a lot of them don't have a lot of talent, Phil. Like you.
And the truth is, I don't have to answer to anyone. I don't have a boss that yells at me and says, me, but I'm doing things wrong. I'm my own boss. So I'm a step above people who have to work the 9 to 5.
Well, that is partially true, but when you panhandle and you beg to your audience, you kind of do have to answer to things. You're an e-beggar. Even worse than that, you're a scammer, which is the huge issue. Because you were saying I couldn't afford groceries, but then you were spending the money on WWE Champions. It's ridiculous how you pose yourself as high and mighty when the reality is, outside of the 5 people trapped in your pignosis, you're a joke. That's what the internet sees you as. You were the guy who jerked off on May 1st. That's all you will be known as. There's nothing positive, meaningful, or special about any of the slop you mass upload onto YouTube. It's not.
And by the way, I am not people who have to work the 9 to 5. I was there for a very long time, right? I had a job since I was 15 years old. I wasn't even legally able to be employed, and I had a job where I was getting paid under the table to make my own money so that I could pay for things myself. And I had a job since I was 15 all the way until I was laid off from my job at the helicopter company in 2010. And then I started work for myself. I started my own company. And now here I am, 15 years later, successful. This is not begging. This is called self-employment, you incredible moron.
Yeah, you heard it from Phil's mouth. It's not begging when you constantly ask for contributions. It's not begging when you shame your audience into not giving you money. It's not begging that you lament about throwing games away because you're not hitting the goal. It's not begging saying that you really want to have a certain meal at a specific time because your wife won't cook. It's not begging when you sit at the end of a stream after playing games and refuse to stream longer and just sit there and wait for contributions to come in. It's not begging when you constantly whine and complain if a goal is not hit. It's an art. Can't you see? No, Phil. You're just out of your mind.
I have my own company that's legally registered. I pay taxes. I do everything like anyone who has their own company. Just because it's a business model you don't like because you're jealous doesn't mean that it's not a business. It just means you're a broke bum who's jealous that I'm successful and you're not. Look in the mirror. See that? That's the most jealous person on the planet, or else you wouldn't be in my chat typing like that. Now go get a job and leave me alone. Yes, because keep in mind, anyone who has a sponsorship and has a referral link, anyone who pushes a product, anyone who has any way that you can contribute, a Patreon, a GoFundMe, a PayPal for tips, anyone who does that, they don't have a job, right? They don't have a job. No, they're not employed. Well, I hate to tell you this, the feds think I'm employed. The feds say that I have a legally registered business that I pay taxes on. So if the feds say I am, that's good enough for me, all right? That's all I know.
Well, brother Phil, it's not that you have a business, it's how you run said business. It's the constant panhandling and e-begging and shaming and guilting that gets on people's nerves. You're not grateful for any contribution you get. You're entitled, and that is the huge issue. A lot of those detractors are fans of you that just got turned off by your toxic personality.
Really? Cydia says now, Twitch implemented a feature if you get banned from a stream, not only can't you chat, but they black out your screen. You can't even see the stream. So what's next? Next, if you get banned, they come to your house, someone rings your doorbell, you open the door, and someone goes, doink, right in your eyes. Oh, like, now you can't see the stream. Then they close the door. Oh my God, that's great. That's amazing.
Yeah, Phil would really love that until he realizes it would double Rafael's audience.
It would be great to hit 2, because then we'd be in prime position for DSP tries it in the next couple of days, which is what I want to do. I want to do it by Tuesday.
Yeah, don't worry, everybody. He's not begging. He's just asking for $1,500 to eat a chicken sandwich.
We're almost at $200 already. Hopefully, we will hit a second goal by the end of the stream. That would get us a lot of momentum towards our DSP tries it, which we want to do as soon as possible this week. Like I said, I would do it right now on this stream if we were to get enough support to hit 60 goals, I would do it right now.
See that? We got an artist here. Let's celebrate.
If I get 510 bucks of support right now, we will order Super Chicks and have it at the end of the Death Stranding 2 segment. We'll do DSP Tries It, which I'd love to do because we haven't done one in over a week now. Gotta get back into the momentum.
Come on, Only Iced Coffee. Give me 500 right now.
Last chance if anyone wants to chat or support.
A horrible sight that wasn't pretty. 'Twas all your fault and 'tis a pity. The king is bad, the king's to blame.